Hey, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Busy night last night.
Oof. So first we wanted to say thank you to the commenter that mentioned that there was bird flu in Plymouth that is
Yes,
close to us.
it's down the road from us a bit.
I have noticed a few dead gulls on the beach, but that's really not unusual for wintertime.
And thank God Tig doesn't really seem to be too interested in
No,
them.
but I will be keeping an eye out.
So thanks for that
and
tip.
bird flu is transmitted by
Droplet. It's droplet transmission, which is a little different from COVID, which is aerosolized. The droplets can land on surfaces very easily and they're able to contaminate you from surfaces more readily than COVID. So your best bet is to always go N95. If you're covering yourself for COVID, you're also covering yourself for bird flu, and lots of hand washing and no face touching. Face toucher.
I'm a face toucher. Anyways, meanwhile, 17 inspector generals were fired last night in like the middle of the night.
Yeah, which is totally not legal.
Notice has to be given, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with this.
Yeah, we'll see how
so
that
much
shakes
for
out.
controlling costs.
Like, dude, really?
Bring on the loyalists.
Like, seriously, he really does not know how any of this works.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about NATO.
Yes.
At the World Economic Forum, he said he wanted the member states to contribute 5% of their GDP.
Not the 2%.
And, only a few countries even reach the 2%. So, much like his comments about FEMA yesterday, he's laying the groundwork to get out of NATO.
Yeah. So I guess if we want to go to France, we best go now.
Oy.
I do love the wine.
And according to CNBC, an article posted around 2 a.m.
2
Again,
a.m. This
another
is
thing done in the middle of the night.
the shock and awe chaos piece.
Nearly all U.S. aid programs have been frozen for the next 3 months, except for to Israel and Egypt. We are talking about U.S.-funded projects to support health, education, development, job training, security assistance. That's roughly $60 billion cut off for the next 3 months.
It did allow for continued emergency food programs.
I guess starving people isn't cool.
Well, everyone has a cell phone now, dear. It's all on camera, the starving children. It's not a good optic.
I can't begin to imagine how this is going to destabilize the world.
Yeah, which is the whole point.
But Americans, don't worry. We have a drunk, womanizing idiot running the Department of Defense.
Yay!
Yay!
McConnell staggered onto the floor late last night and did do a thumbs down. So, profile and courage.
All right, so the biggest takeaway is that all of these nominees are going to go through.
Yeah, they are.
A tiny bit of comfort, since not a single one of them have the competence to run the departments, the staff around them will be.
So hopefully the staff will keep the ship afloat.
If they're not fired.
If they're not all fired.
Okay, that wasn't very hopeful.
No, we're trying to be hopeful.
Okay, so when people say to you third term for the buffoon, you just say, yes, that would be awesome.
Yay, Barack Obama.
Because that means Obama can run again. And then maybe you slip in a little bless your heart because, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh, just know that when you feel sad or under a curse,
your life is bad, your prospects are worse. Your wife is sighing, crying, and your olive tree is dying. Temples are graying and teeth are decaying and credit is weighing your purse. We'll talk to you later.